Hello, Gemini. This is going to be a reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the periods of from now until September 6th. So for the months of July and August, for the most part, is going to be what we're reading about. And for you, Gemini, the full moon that is going to be occurring by the end of the transit. So on July 6th, we have a, did I say full moon? I meant new moon. We have a new moon in Virgo, which is your fourth house. So area of home, family, childhood, your roots, the past, your mother perhaps, mother figures. There's going to be improvements in that area, I think. But I think that for now, especially with Mercury residing in the native sign of Gemini, with the North Node there as well, you've been thinking a lot about yourself, finally making room for what you want for your own life. You've been very distracted emotionally by relationships. What has been a recent block for Gemini? A recent block. I feel as though there's a lot of immaturity that you're feeling within yourself and in your daily life. You haven't been able to understand where you're going. So I think what's going on for you, Gemini, is you're pretending to be happy, to be satisfied with the way things are, and you're very much not. It's almost like you're being disingenuous about your emotional behavior. It's like you're pushing yourself to be happy, and it's forceful, and you're not, and you're avoiding this need for maturity to kick in for you. You're not being mature with yourself and your own needs for growth. So with the Sun card like this as an obstacle card, there's like this excessive amount of innocence because it's forced. You're avoiding what you need to be thinking about. But you've had the first few nudges as to what you've been needing to focus on around the Gemini solar eclipse. And I'm getting a bit of a headache. Not a headache, it's like one side of my eye is tensing up. Maybe you're refusing to take criticism and you're taking things a little bit too personally, or I mean, Lilith is going to be going into Gemini soon, right? Next month. So you've got to be really careful about what you're thinking about and what your words are going to look like. You have to be careful, because you might say a lot of things soon that you're going to regret. And so it seems like you're not being real to yourself, Gemini. So stop thinking about what everyone else is up to. Stop mingling. Stop being so involved in other people's lives right now, Gemini. and focus on where you're at. What have you been working towards? I'm getting fired up a little bit, huh? You've been working on finding your own value. You've been wanting to understand what you're capable of, where your place lies in the world. Because you're being a little bit too, again, there's this feeling that you're pretending to be happy when you're not. And you're also trying to show it to others, and yet you know that you're lying to yourself about it. It's like this need to feel that to feel validated. By your fake sense of enthusiasm. So what is our focus for the months of July and August for Gemini until the Virgo new moon? Ace of Wands reversed. Your focus is to find your personal sense of desire. You don't feel like doing a whole lot these days, Gemini, and you've lost all sense of genuine inspiration. And you don't feel empowered either. It seems like you're currently doing a lot of things for other people because you think that it's going to make you happy, and yet you're not really supporting yourself. So there's a strong lack of confidence that you need to get fixed because it's fake. What you're doing is fake. It's fake. You're lying to yourself, and it's not being authentically expressed. Like you're laughing. yeah, I've got everything. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's a sort of a maniacal feeling at that point. So if you continue that, if you continue to put on that facade, what awaits you if you don't get yourself fixed? Six of Wands, upright. Why is the Six of Wands coming out like that? Three of Pentacles reversed. So you run into the danger of thinking you're above everyone else. Because you pretend you're pretending to think that you've got it all, figured out. You really risk running into the danger of turning off a lot of people, because there's the danger of feeling superior, of thinking you're better than everyone else. And I think you're forcing yourself to be this way. again, it's as a result of mingling with too many people, getting too distracted by what everyone else is doing. And let me tell you, with 2020 and 2021, social media has especially not been good. And Gemini is probably the most distracted, along with Libra and Aquarius, by social media. But I would say Gemini first is always up with what's going on the news, social media, other people, communities that are online. You gotta know where you're at, right? You're working on that, but like you're pretending that your life is all dandy and happy, when by the end of it all, with all that overactivity in the world, you don't find any willpower to do anything for yourself anymore. There's a lack of any sense of fire because you've spent so much time amongst other people. However, if you do focus on what really motivates you in your life, instead of being a little bit too immature and being overly positive for the sake of not wanting to feel the sadness that you need to feel so that you understand yourself. If you do actually pay attention to where your mind has been, rather than letting it be distracted by information, data everywhere, the outcome, the gift that awaits you is better emotional bond with other people. Rather than being open to everyone and involved with everyone, you start to be a little bit more selective and amongst your relationships. And I think that for some of you, I think this is also getting closer with family members again. I think that maybe there's been some unhappiness because you feel like you've been having to do a lot for everyone, and you haven't felt reciprocated in a long time like you've wanted to. And in your subconscious, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So you've been confused about what you want to accomplish for your own life. You don't know what you want to do. You haven't had any feelings for the future. You've been too distracted by your immediate world, and so you haven't given much room lately for what you'd want for yourself. And I might even say that some of you might have conjured up goals and dreams that are based on comparison to other people, of looking at other people and going, oh, their life seems like it's all good and swell. I might want that for myself. So you've been tricking yourself into thinking that some things you really want, but you're not really emotionally connected to those dreams and hopes. So those are things to be really careful of, so that you don't live a life of regret. One insight card for Gemini. And with Lilith going into Gemini soon, like I said, be very, very careful about where your mind is at. Wow. You your mind right now, Gemini, has been the biggest culprit, and you even know it. You even know it. With Angel of Annihilation here coming out, there's a need to reset the data in the mind right now. There's a lot of rancid shit in your brain that is festering your mood, and it's also corrupting you, where it's turning you into sort of a person that is pretending to be happy and fulfilled, and you're forcing that. And you're putting on a good face for everyone else, and you're not even happy with yourself, but you're too good at ignoring yourself at the time. And this is an insight card coming out to say that be careful not to lose yourself, to lose your mind, and we don't want you to have a psychosis, a psychotic break. Get out of your head and be humble about where you're at right now. Be humble and grateful, and look at what you have, what you've built for yourself, and how do you feel physically. When the mind is exacerbated with so much shit, the physical body isn't going to feel well, so we're definitely going to want to fix that. And once we do, we'll be able to turn that that willpower to go after what is it that we desire and want to experience. But you're too involved with too many people. There's a lot of noise for you. You got to clear that out. You know, if you have to stop talking with so many people, take a break to figure yourself out. Have a better relationship with yourself, Gemini. And I promise you that by the end of the transit, you'll be a lot more emotionally open. You'll be emotionally vulnerable, not just social, but you're going to feel better with the people that you really care for. And you're going to learn to filter out some of the social dynamics that are just overwhelming you. So that's the end of the reading. Thank you for listening in, and good luck in your in the appeasement of your own mind. All right, we'll see you soon, sometime. Take care, Gemini. Goodbye.